Back to the Being Shot Degens podcast with your hosts, Denny and the Shrine. We are back. Technically, our second episode of the season. We had Mr. Alex Yano on, and this is season 3, preseason episode numero uno. Denny, what is good?
What's going on, man? Tuesday, September 23rd, 6:43 p.m. As you mentioned, if you guys have not listened to that previous episode with Alex Yano, we highly recommend you go listen to it. It's a great listen. I am so hyped to be back for season 3, man. You know, it's a great time of the year for us right now. Great time of the year for us right now. Hawks are rolling. We could go on a rant about the Mariners, but we won't today, right now.
I mean, doesn't hurt.
NBA is rolling up.
Yeah,
we're ready to rock and roll.
We're so eager to get back into the fucking NBA, man. And we're gonna today give you a little breakdown of what we missed between our last episode and now. Little updates on NBA stuff, and we're gonna give you guys a little insight of what we're looking for the season, what we're trying to do with the podcast, what we want from you guys. Also, just kind of give the opportunity to ask you guys what you want to hear, kind of stuff like that. So, what to expect for the year, and yeah, really excited for the season to start. We're in a new little podcast area, which is nice.
Yep, first one in
the new studio.
Yes, sir.
And it's going to be really special as Denny is getting really eager, holding down that shot glass.
Unfortunately, we're still doing it.
Not unfortunate.
But not unfortunate.
I mean, unfortunate, but not unfortunate. For those is your first time, welcome, first of all. We're a basketball podcast first, no matter what. Basketball is first. Ball is life.
Yes, sir.
It's not just words we like to say, it's words we live by in a way. And we come from a great area of the Pacific Northwest where we had basketball with great legendary teams of our lifetime stripped away from us. And I know this is contradictory as I'm wearing a Oklahoma City jersey, and a lot of people are going to hate me for that, but I don't care. You'll learn that I live with both. So anyways, as I was saying, basketball is huge in the Pacific Northwest. We are trying to shed more light on it on a local level, local ballers, all the way up to, our buddies like Alex Yano, who's getting opportunities to be in professional basketball. And most importantly, we are one of the biggest advocates to get the Seattle Supersonics back into Seattle. They deserve an NBA team. Like you said, Mariners are fucking rolling. We have one of the greatest MLB teams right now. Highest odds to win the World Series per Fangraphs. Now, as me and Denny are both in our late 20s, so we've only seen one division win in the Mariners. Well, we technically never saw it. It was when I was 1 year old and Denny was about 2 or 3. So
couldn't tell you.
We've never seen it. Obviously, we have a great football program here in the Seattle Seahawks. The Seattle Storm almost beat out the Aces. We'll put that in there as well for a little recap. Anyways, long introductory. We're taking a shot for the Seattle Supersonics. We're going to continue taking these shots every single episode until they are back into the great Pacific Northwest, to the great city of Seattle, to the great association we like to call the National Basketball Association. Denny, cheers.
Bring him back.
Bring him back. Oh,
always hits.
Yeah, we got a little Pendleton for your night.
Yep. Let's get right into it.
With that, let's get going.
Immediate news that just got announced yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Fred VanVleet, torn ACL. Not good. Most likely going to be out for the entire season. Right after the KD trade. Matt, what are your initial reactions on this this tragic moment right now?
I know you're a huge Fred fan, and I like Fred too a lot. But it sucks to see this before. We talk about how old he is, getting up there in age, and he was a pivotal piece of this Rockets team last year. So, him being able to run the floor with KD on the floor, we're just not going to be able to see, sadly. And I think it would have been amazing because these two were competitors against each other back when KD was in Golden State and Freddie was up in Toronto. So it would have been a really exciting offense to see two old heads kind of run the floor together. But yeah, it's tragic.
Yeah. As you mentioned, I am a big Freddie guy, and you just fucking hate to see it. And it takes away a great veteran presence on the floor for him.
Yeah.
We saw what, the impact he had in the playoffs for him last year. He led the team in assists the entire season. So it really hurts losing him. And you look at their roster now. I feel like they were already kind of slim in that point guard position already to begin with.
Right.
Now you're really going to have to rely on Amen Thompson to do a lot of that responsibility. I think Reed Shepherd's going to be getting even more minutes now than he probably was anticipating coming into the year. I think they have Aaron Holiday, who's going to have to start playing minutes. And you're going to have Kevin Durant now start really trying to lead the offense, where I was really hoping that he would not have to, and Fred would just give him the ball in his spots, and he would just be able to knock down shots. But now he's really going to have to try to make that offense run. It's a huge loss for this team.
No, it's obviously we don't know how this offense was gonna look to begin with because there's so many options because it's a loaded team. But it sucks that that's just another piece of the puzzle that you take away that that you don't get to see if it could have worked or not.
And he just got a bag too. Didn't he sign that 2-year $50 million?
Yeah.
So you talk about money with this team too. I think they are pretty much at the first apron. Yeah, 1.25 mil below the first apron. So, barring a trade, they really can't fill an open roster spot. So this is what they're going to be rolling with. I mean, it's still a great team, but you're losing a huge piece of that. I think you look at the odds on FanDuel. I think going in before this injury, they were second best odds to win it all, and they've dropped down to, I think, sixth. So really hurts them. I mean, you still have Kevin Durant, you still have Amen Thompson. We've talked about those guys. You still got DFS. So we'll see what this team can do and how they can bounce back from this. But that's a huge, huge blow for this team for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Just sucks for Freddie that this late in the stage of his career. At this old and at his caliber, where he's not of the top old guys that there is in the league, it really puts a damper on the rest of his career of how long it can be. So.
It hurts.
Obviously, I'd hope we haven't seen the last of Fred VanVleet or Freddie in general, but there's a realistic chance that he will not be back in the association for much. So we'll see.
Yeah. So we have to keep an eye on it. We'll be watching Rockets play, I think, opening night against the Thunder.
Yep.
At 4:30.
We are going to live stream that.
We're going to be live for that. Yeah. Yep. So you'll have to tune in for that. That's a huge blow for that game too, so that sucks. I kind of want to just recap some other offseason stuff just for those who haven't been paying attention or haven't been listening in. Just kind of highlighting the big moves that occurred this offseason. Obviously we had the Bucks waive Dame, get Miles Turner. I think we both aligned that that's really not going to move them at all in the East.
No.
Did you see what Tatum was saying today?
No.
On I think it was ESPN or NBA Live, NBA Today or whatever. He was talking with Stephen A. and whoever the other person was, and he was saying, I think Stephen A. was kind of talking to him about how he's going to miss the whole season. He was basically saying, "Hold on now, that's not confirmed. I'm gonna miss the whole season." So I don't know if he's just saying that just cause, or if that's actually true.
This is why everybody clowns on Jason Tatum, because he says shit like this.
I know,
just for attention. Bro, you're not superhuman. You're not better than anybody else in the NBA. You ruptured your Achilles. Like, you're not coming back this season. No one has.
He said, and I quote, "I'm not rehabbing 6 days a week for nothing." That's what he said today.
Good. I fucking hope you're rehabbing. Like, that doesn't mean you're going to be on the fucking court this year. Oh my God. If you get on the court this year, I will fucking wear a Celtics jersey on this fucking podcast. But I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah. So that was just a funny little thing I saw today. But going back to the Bucks, I don't think this trade is going to do a lot. We've talked about the lack of depth this team has. Just bringing back a lot of the same guys who were really streaky players, making it difficult. So just really not much movement there. Moving on to another trade that we had, talked about a little bit with Yano too, as he's a Nuggets fan, was the MPJ Cam Johnson trade.
Yeah. Oh, before we move on.
Yes.
Dame. Back in Portland.
Yes, sorry, and Dame back in
Portland,
yes.
Which is massive. I don't think we've talked about that on the podcast yet.
I don't think we have.
No.
Yeah.
He just had his like party in Portland.
Yep.
Was it yesterday, 2 days ago, this last weekend?
Yep.
The whole city of Portland shut out for it. And I've been to Portland a few times. Not my favorite place ever, but it was actually quite crazy to see everybody show up for Dame like that. Every single Trailblazers fans, Dame's probably between Dame and Clyde as the greatest player ever as a Blazer. And a lot of modern NBA fans would say, who grew up with Dame, just would say it's Dame. And he gave so much to that city. So it's awesome to see him back. Obviously, he got a really, really cheap deal, but unlike Jason Tatum, he's not going to play this season.
No.
But yeah, it was really cool to see Portland show out for Dame.
Yeah, and I think he wanted to even rehab in Portland anyways, and so the way it all worked out, and now he's there. And I think
he was in Portland like every offseason anyways. Yeah, like he never left.
And you can see how much it means to him.
Yeah,
it really is awesome to see. I mean, we've talked about this Blazers team too. You know, Hansen Yang Hansen, however you want to say his name. They got him now. They got a good young team. So being able to bring Dame in there next year will be really cool. Yeah, I don't think we had talked about that. So it's awesome to see. Just having a guy like that on the bench too, a little presence like that will be nice as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they have Jrue Holiday now.
Yep.
From the Anthony Simons trade.
And ESPN dropped their 51 through 100 today. And a guy that was in there that was not ranked last year, well, rightfully so, was Kamara.
Yeah.
So he was ranked pretty high. He was in the 70s, which I was kind of surprised. Oh, God, I can't remember how to say his name correctly. It's going to bother me.
Tumani
Kamara.
Tumani Kamara.
Yeah.
Kamara, whoever it is.
He was ranked, I believe, 76 or something like that in ESPN's top 100 so far in the first back half. So Mark loves Kamara, and he's going to be a beast next year, I think, and especially next to Jrue Holiday, who can be his veteran presence to that defensive. Because Kamara was one of the best defensive presences last year, kind of undervalued a little bit because he wasn't talked much because of how bad Portland was, but he was averaging quite a bit of steals near the end of the season there. So next to a massive 3-and-D guy in Jrue Holiday, I think he's going to take another leap this year. So.
Yeah, I think he was second team all defense last year. He could do that. He could even work his way up, He led the league in charges drawn. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, exciting stuff over there with that young team. And we've seen and heard a lot of things about Hansen Yang Hansen. I'm just going to keep saying Hansen both versions of the name until I figure it out. So,
didn't one of Mark's buddies or see him outside of his house or something like that? Or was that somebody else?
Was it Vinny? I don't know.
Was it Vinny? Might have been.
It might have been.
Somebody was like, yeah, I just saw Hansen Yang outside hooping or something like that.
That's crazy. Yeah. That should be a fun team. But yeah, way better for Dame and the Blazers than the Bucks right now. Bucks are really not going to be looking good. But let's move on to that. Yeah, MPJ, Cam Johnson trade. I know we talked about it a little bit before, kind of what both teams are gaining. I mean, the Nets, have been kind of a disaster. What is MPJ going to bring to this Nets team to help them get better? Are they going to get better with MPJ?
I don't know. MPJ. Speaking of which, we are podcasters, and we need to talk about MPJ a little bit on that side of it too. Man has gone unleashed this offseason and being a podcaster.
Yeah, what's going? Yeah, guys on Nelk. Guys on.
Kind of just breaking silence out of nowhere. He thinks he's top shit after getting traded to the Nets. No, obviously we didn't see the full MPJ last year, especially in the playoffs because he had that shoulder injury. His shoulders wrapped the entire playoff series against the Thunder.
Yep.
MPJ can be a great veteran presence, and the way he's acting is like he's going to be like a top guy there. I guess he's getting some confidence in himself. MPJ, a Seattle native guy that we like. But I'm not sure. He'll have to take quite a big leap to be a leader on this team. They still have Cam Thomas. Which one do they have still?
Cam Thomas.
They have Cam Thomas.
The bucket.
They still have Cam Thomas there, who's definitely was one of the team leaders last year. Do I see Brooklyn even coming close to anything this year? No. They made it quite obvious, but they also had 4 first-round draft picks this year. So, 4 or 3. Yeah, 4 first-round draft picks.
Yeah, well, they had Igor Denham.
Igor Denham was the big highlight of them mostly.
Who was it? Ben Saraf.
Yep.
Nolan Traore. Apologies if I mispronounced that. I believe he's the French guy.
Yeah.
So they did. Yeah, they get some players. You're talking about his age. He is the third oldest player on this team behind Terrence Mann and Haywood Highsmith.
That's actually wild that Terrence Mann is older than
I didn't realize that. Yeah, Terrence Mann's 28.
And we also forgot about Terrence Mann going to the Nets in general. But
yeah, was that did he just sign? Was he a free agent? I can't even remember if that was a trade.
I think Clippers cut him or something.
And then he got picked up. I gotta look that up now.
Might have been part of a trade, actually.
Let's see.
This is why we have preseason episodes for you guys to know and we us to find out.
I know. Oh shit. Okay, it was a part of the That's right. It was a part of the trade with the Hawks and the Celtics.
Oh,
it was a 3-team trade with the Hawks and the Celtics. That was the I think that was what the Kristaps trade.
Yeah. So how did
wait?
How did you get from LA?
No.
What are you saying? No. How do you get from LA to?
Yeah. Wait. Time out.
Hold on. Let's figure this out.
Oh, they got him and Bones. Okay. For Bogdan, that's what it was.
Bogdan.
It was Bogdan. Yep. That's right.
That makes so much more
sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
And then signing, and then the Hawks cut him then. And then he signed with Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. And then Atlanta Hawks and Brooklyn Nets as part of a 3-team. Oh, it was part of the 3-team trade. You're right. Yeah. Terrence Mann taking a little leap off. But I still think MPJ is the guy there that will be the most veteran presence or the best veterans presence guy there, at least. And especially with 4 rookies coming in. He's got a lot to show. He's definitely not like a leader on the court necessarily. He was definitely always just a supportive guy, supporting cast. So can he take that leap? I don't think he can, but the expectations are not high for a Brooklyn Nets team. So I don't think he can lose either way on this one. He either shows his value and gets traded again next year or signs somewhere else, or, he just has a shitty year with the Nets and he just sticks to the Nets and, drives his value down.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you had mentioned it. He was hurt in the playoffs a lot, so it hindered his ability. But he did have a couple, or he maybe had
some really clutch shots.
Yeah, he had some crazy shots in the game. So imagine when he's able to get some defense and healthy. It'll be nice. But looking on the other side of that, Cam Johnson going to the Nuggets, add on to what else they did this offseason, should be good.
Also, I'd like to mention that there's another guy on the team about similar build that I would take over him. And his name is Drew Timme.
Are they the same height?
They're similar.
Similar?
I think Drew might be a couple inches.
And Drew Timme was what was it? Was it the G League team or
he was insane for their G League.
Yeah, was
the
he
Long Island Nets?
Yeah, he was averaging like 30 or
30,
something.
30, 10 and 10.
Yeah.
And then
did he get minutes last year?
Yeah, he came in. Okay. Not like crazy minutes. He got double on his debut.
That's right. Yeah, I think we had talked about that.
Yet again, the bias here, big Gonzaga fan, but you still got D'Lo there. You don't have D'Lo there. Wait, yeah, you do have D'Lo there.
Or he's on the Mavs now.
That's what it is.
D'Lo. Yeah, he's gonna try to secure that backcourt until Kyrie comes back from his injury.
Yeah.
God. I just saw an article. Nets, Michael Porter Jr. adjusts to Brooklyn life. New role. I'm not even going to read that.
Yikes.
I got nothing to say on that. Yeah. But yeah, what a trade that was. Let's just talk about a couple more moves in the offseason before we move on. There had been a lot of rumors about it. They were asking for one. DA to the Lakers.
Yeah.
What presence is DA going to bring to the Lakers?
This is tough coming from my opinion. Not a big DA fan. Hate the Lakers. I'm trying to get my most unbiased opinion here. It felt like a desperation move. The Lakers have kind of fucked up the whole way. I'm not saying, obviously, Luka is a once-in-a-time generation, and a lot of people think they won that trade. But I'm not saying the trade wasn't worth it. But the problem still was, even after Anthony Davis left, Anthony Davis complained about not wanting to play the 5, and because he was better as the 4, and the stats proved it. They won a championship with him that way, having Dwight Howard down there and everything like that. And now they'd come in and Luka's like, yeah, we have no offense. We have no rebounder now completely. They got rid of AD. They were relying on, well, what was his name? Well, they're relying on Rui Hachimura as well.
Yep.
And they were relying
Jackson Hayes.
They were relying on those two guys, and Jackson Hayes was not even close to the level that they needed. And, you know, DA has just not really shown what he used to be ever since he came to Portland as well. And people say he lost a lot of motivation in Portland because he kind of said it sucked, which is kind of bullshit in my opinion. You're in the NBA, you're in the NBA. I don't give a fuck who you play for. You have to go all out.
Yep.
We've seen it time and time again with some of these guys, but they addressed it. I don't think they get worse with DA, but is it enough to push them over the edge with these top competing West? I don't think so. Simple as that. Yeah. Even with the full season with LeBron and Luka, LeBron's getting to near the ends of his depths here, but Luka, you know, apparently skinny Luka's here now. We didn't talk about it. Luka got really skinny this offseason, apparently. Good job. You're doing your job. Crazy. It will help the Lakers. It's not enough for them to take them over the top. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I forget who I was talking to about this the other day, but DA, when he was on the Suns, when they were in the finals,
very different role.
You could argue he was the best player on that team. Like, yeah, he was going insane. And I don't know what happened. I mean, he started having injuries. He couldn't get out of his driveway that one time.
Yeah, because he's so too icy. First of all, I've been to Portland in the fucking winter. It does not get that icy. It is not that snowy. My goodness.
So I don't know. Yeah, maybe this can be like I don't know, rejuvenating season for him. His best game is in the pick and roll. So we'll see if him and Luka can utilize that. But I mean, yeah, a lot of questions going into the season. Given LeBron's age and all that. So we'll see. Yeah. I don't even know. On to the next one. Last one I kind of want to talk about before going on to the next segment. I don't know. I've heard some NBA analysts talking down on it, talking about maybe this guy's not going to bring as much of an offensive presence to this team, but I still really like that the Hawks got Nah and Kristaps.
Yeah, I did too. Hawks are a very underrated team.
I think they are too. I think they're getting a little disrespected right now.
They've been disrespected.
Yeah.
And a lot of it comes from Trae Young, which also talk about Trae Young. Is that on your thing to talk?
Him and Pat Beverly.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
The funny thing is it's just like, I've never seen anybody besides one other clown. Draymond Green is the only other clown I've seen take Patrick Beverly seriously ever.
Yeah.
Patrick Beverly talks so much shit. He's not even in the league anymore.
Yeah. Why do you even care?
And his biggest moment that everybody knows is him jumping on a fucking table for winning a play-in game. So first off, let's digress a little bit. Yeah, obviously, Trae Young, you did not need to go out and make a whole entire video trying to defend yourself against Patrick Beverly. We're here for you. We'll talk how good you are. You led the entire league in assists last year. You killed it.
Yeah.
You had one of the best, one of the best sixth man of the year, one of the best defensive players of the year, probably comeback player of the year / just like biggest jump ever. One of the biggest jumps we've seen from nobody to something in Dyson Daniels. You have a good team, and now you got Kristaps, and you got who's the other person we're talking about? Nah, who also was a sixth man of the year, or not? He was sixth man of the year candidate, but
yeah.
He's got the Alexander blood in them. So I really like this team. And if Kristaps gonna stay healthy, it's a whole other story. But if he's not, I still think they can make a really big push.
Yeah, you just think about not only the offensive side of the ball that Nah will bring, but his defense too. I feel like he was a really good defender. You're gonna pair him with ball. Yeah, you'll pair him with Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson, as long as that guy stays healthy.
I think that does nothing but help Dyson Daniels' game, because Dyson Daniels is not going to be the primary defender anymore.
Yep.
So
they can switch off. pick and roll is really not going to work with them because they can just switch and be able to stay on their man. So really exciting things for the Hawks coming up. And I agree with you on that. I don't know why you're getting irritated by Pat. You should have just stayed. I mean, I don't know. I think it's actually your turn, by the way, Trey. I think Pat was the last one to respond, but you initially should have just not said anything. That would have been the best thing to say. Yeah. Nothing.
I didn't even see Pat's new comeback. I didn't see Pat's first comeback. I ignore half the shit Patrick Beverley says.
His second one wasn't even. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what you can say. So, yeah, what the guy didn't.
It's just the funniest thing watching Trae Young sitting down, getting so serious, looking to a camera
with his glasses on, and with his 11-minute video of just shitting on Patrick Beverley.
He got like this fucking grayscale video going on. He's just like, first of all, this is just a fact. I'm like, oh my God, Trey, dude. You wonder why people make fun of you so much. Well, responding to Patrick Beverley does not help.
No.
Sorry, brother. I don't know what to tell you.
I kind of want Pat Bev to just sign with a team now so they can play against each other. I just want to see that. I just want to see him go at it.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. No, it's fuck Pat Bev. He's one of my least favorite players ever.
I think I've told you I've hated Pat Bev ever since he ran into Russ in the scores table and tore his meniscus.
Cheers to that. That's exactly why.
That was the turning point. I was sitting there and I was furious. I was like, dude.
Yeah, it was against the Russ thing for me too.
Yeah. Ever since then, I'm like, this guy fucking sucks. What are we doing?
Yeah.
And what league or what generation are we in now that people are going on their own little camera and just roasting the shit out of someone publicly? Is that the generation we've turned into?
Not to mention a generation where one of the guys is not even in the league anymore. Nope. Like, I'm not sure who the fuck respects Pat Beverley. I honestly don't understand why his podcast is so big. I know why it's big is because he just opened his mouth and does the stupidest shit ever. But oh well,
it's silly. Yeah. Anyways,
it's Patrick Beverley.
Yeah.
But anyways, going back to the Hawks, they also got Luke Kennard. We're gonna talk about that. Jacob Toppin.
Yep.
And obviously, we cannot go without saying
the GOAT,
the man,
yep,
the myth, the legend, Mohamed Gay, Washington State Cougar,
who was getting he was getting solid minutes last year.
Which is
and I hope he can keep it up.
Which is exactly why I said if Kristaps is out, I'm totally okay with that because you can have Mohamed Gay and Zachary Risacher.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. He actually started
really
turning it up towards the end of the year. So
but having Kristaps help him out down in the center will be amazing.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Capella's on the Rockets again.
Yes, he is. He's back.
That's right. Oh my
God.
Oh shit. And they have a Kongwu.
Yep, and a Kongwu.
And they drafted Asa Newell.
Yeah, we liked Asa going there.
Yeah.
Jacob Toppin as well.
I really like this team.
Yeah, it's a good team.
The way the East is like just shaping out this year, I really like this team.
Former Oklahoma City Thunder, Vit Krejci.
Oh shit, yeah. They got everyone.
Remembers him at all. But I just had to mention it. Norm would know.
Norm, happy birthday, Norm.
Happy birthday, Norm.
Let's move on. There's a couple of rule changes they are adding this year. I don't know if you've heard of these.
Yeah, I've heard some of them.
So have you heard about the heave rule?
Bullshit.
Yeah, let's.
So we're in football season right now, so we're a little bit in football mode.
Yep.
So you're telling me. So like, let's just say and put this in football terms for a second. Every Hail Mary pass that's intercepted takes off of the quarterback stats just because it's a last moment.
It just won't count.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think it's bullshit. Now, why the fuck? The only reason this really matters is because we've gotten to a really bad point in NBA, in my opinion, where there's so many contracts that are so incentive based, and those contract incentive based have become on stats like that. Yep. And then that one heave can ruin a shooting percentage and stuff like that. But who's the king of heaves? You talk about Nikola Jokic. Steven Adams has done a lot of heaves like that last few years.
Yep.
I think it's just bullshit. And I think it's because of this idea of how many incentive contracts are out there in the NBA now is really what ruined that. And I just like why does it make a difference whether that's on your percent goes down that much? I don't know. I think it's stupid. I think it's the stupidest thing.
Yeah. And for the listeners who are not familiar, they're adding this new rule where if you take a shot, I think it has to be in the backcourt within the last 3 seconds of the first 3 quarters, it will not count as a shot attempt.
And
you'll not be penalized.
Another problem I have is a lot of people have been shitting on the NBA this last couple of years, and their ratings have been down because they call the NBA theatric. It's just theatric leagues. It's a drama league, and I mean, it doesn't help when you have people like Trae Young going after Patrick Beverley and all these things, but this does not help your image where you're just trying to baby their stats now. And I think it's an absolute mistake by Mr. Silverman.
I just don't understand I like read some articles about it, and they were like saying they're trying to promote more shot attempts at the end of the court. I don't know. I personally don't understand it as well.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to see what it does. Who knows?
I think it's stupid.
Yeah.
I think it's just stupid.
Yeah. Not really much to elaborate on that.
I think the other thing is we're just gonna see a shit ton of heaves this year because of it too. People are just gonna say, fuck it, it won't count.
Yep.
But if you make it, it counts.
Yeah.
Explain that. That's so stupid. That's just like you can just chuck the ball down all you want.
What a double entendre. League little shout out right there. But
double entendres.
Yeah. I mean, what the fuck? In another rule, have you heard about the coaches challenge rule?
I remember it being passed, but
the out of bounds
explain
one.
It to me a little bit.
So, and when you're reviewing an out of bounds violation or anything like that, they used to have the officials also look at if there was any fouls that occurred before the ball was inbounded, while also looking to see who the ball was off of. Now, this year, the NBA replay center crew is going to look at the fouls, and then the officials are just going to look at the possession.
I don't know.
So then the replay crew will be on the mic, and then they'll be like, "Yo, there was a foul right here." They're like, "There's no foul," and then I think they're in hope. I think part of the reason why they're trying to do that is to have this process be quicker.
I like the process being quicker. I also think it takes some bias out by having replay center.
Yeah,
because a lot of the refs kind of just stuck in their ways, like they don't want to get a call wrong.
Yep.
So sometimes they just won't overturn it, and that obviously goes against the integrity of the game. But at the same time, it's kind of like just announced also today in the MLB. You know, they're implementing the automatic balls and strikes next year.
Yep.
2 challenges. 2 is not a lot, which I'm okay with that, but it takes away from the game of having that human error there in the refs. And there's been a lot of games that we've had in recent memories where it can make or break. You know, obviously I'm talking about that. I'm talking about a few different things, but 2 years ago, Shea got called for a foul. That should have been a foul and lost their entire postseason. So same thing happened with back in the bubble. But anyways, continue going on.
That's what I was going to basically say too, is there's been so many instances where calls like this really affect the game, and
for better or for worse.
Better or for worse, yeah.
But the worst gives us memories to keep on for that. I mean, it's I don't know. Obviously, you kind of want accuracy. I get that.
Yep.
But sometimes you need those what ifs. You know?
It's true. I did not hear about that MLB
that happened today. Yeah.
Okay.
So what they did this spring training is they
didn't they start that? Yeah.
Yeah. But it's only you only get 2 challenges, and nobody from the dugout can do it. It's only the pitcher or the catcher can do it. And
they did start.
Yep.
Did they do the challenges in spring training?
Yeah, so they started in spring training.
Yeah.
It's been in the minor leagues for a while, for the last couple of years. But yeah, so if we're starting next year, pitcher or catcher has to either tap on their head or say something pretty much to say they want to challenge it. Cannot come from the dugout. Has to be catcher, has to be a pitcher. You only get 2.
2 per pitcher or 2 per game?
2 per game.
2 per game.
Per team.
Yep.
And if you get it right, you get to keep your challenge. If you get it wrong, you lose it. And I know, yet again, I know this is a basketball podcast, but you know who the best who got 100% in all their challenges this spring training?
Which team?
Which person or team?
Person or team. Is it the MVP?
It is the MVP, Cal Raleigh, who went 7 for 7 on his challenges.
That's why he's the MVP.
But even after he went 7 for 7, he was against having this system implemented because he, for the same exact reasons we just talked about, is the human error and that the umpire is a part of the game.
Yep.
So, kind of funny though. But yeah. So I think this does nothing but help Cal in his career next year because he knows obviously he was the Platinum Glove winning catcher last year and he knows how to frame a ball like no other tomorrow. So,
it's a great bobblehead, by the way.
Yeah, great bobblehead.
It's a great bobblehead.
I have mine. Yeah, I have mine.
Sorry.
Back to
basketball. Yeah. So we'll see how that challenge or how that rule impacts a lot of these calls and challenges moving forward. And as we mentioned, a lot of pivotal games come down to possessions like that. One last change or adjustment I want to talk about this season. Have you seen? Yeah, you already know what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, we're going to be talking about another new All-Star game format.
For how many years in a row?
I think I've lost count. I don't even know.
For fuck's sake, Silverman, figure it out.
At least 3. For those that do not know, it's going to be tournament style format again. What is it? 3 teams?
4 teams.
4 teams. Is it 2 USA, 2 World?
Format include 3 teams of 8 players drafted by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Or is this? Oh, that was 2025. 2026. Sorry, I was looking at 2025.
This is how many changes we're doing in the fucking All-Star game that we have to go look up.
Oh, expect to be a round robin tournament featuring 3 8-player teams, 2 USA teams, and 1 world team. Which did we not talk about this on the podcast last year about having a world versus US?
Yes, we did.
But I don't sure if I like it the way they did it.
I don't know if I like it the way either. What are we doing with these 8-man teams? And we're just playing.
And only 1 world and 2
Yeah, why are we not doing
USA?
2 why are we not doing 2 and 2? So you're only gonna have 8 international players
in a league
in
that's
an All-Star game in the league. Yeah, wait.
Yeah, that's literally what it says. It'll be a total of 24 players divided into 3 squads of 8. 2 teams will consist of USA players, 1 team will be composed of international players. Ryder Cup style games. Each match will be played in 12-minute quarters, a format similar to the Ryder Cup, designed to create more competitive play.
I'm like just trying to look now at all the international like top players we have, and I
can probably name more than 24 off my brain.
Yeah, like I just don't understand.
Obviously, Nikola Jokic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander,
yep,
Jamal Murray,
yep,
Joel Embiid. I'm calling international.
Yes, international. Who else?
Giannis Antetokounmpo,
Giannis, Luka. Did we say Luka?
We go on. There's a billion.
The guy who keeps getting fucking snubbed.
Domantas Sabonis.
Our fucking dog, Domantas Sabonis.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing. And we're playing these games to 40.
Sabonis could be USA. But
Sabonis?
Yeah, he was technically born in Oregon.
Oh. So yeah, he is.
But I mean, he also plays for international.
Yeah.
He's not Serbian. He's something else. Anyways. Lithuanian, I think.
Lithuanian.
Yeah.
Lithuanian. Yep.
But he was born in the States.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But what are we doing? What are we doing?
I don't know. It's annoying.
Do we think this is gonna help at all with the excitement, the ratings, anything?
Think the ratings could go up. Which is all they're trying to do. I think you nailed on the head. I think it's stupid they're trying to compare this to the Ryder Cup, which ironically, it is the Ryder Cup this week as well that we talk about. Go USA. Fuck the Brits.
Go USA. Come on.
Fuck the Redcoats in the UK. Sorry. I like Scotty. I like Rory too. Anyways. Oh my God. Sorry. I do think it will be more competitive, which is what they're also trying to do. And I do believe that more people will tune in World versus US. But yet again, how do you fuck it up with have 3 teams? 3 teams. Like, how do we only fuck it up that way?
Yeah.
Why? That makes 0 sense.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. I don't get why. I just don't get why you only do 2 USA teams and 1 world team. Why?
We got a long road ahead to the All-Star game, but
and it's in LA this year.
Just to put on everyone's radar, that's the new format. So,
which is kind of cool because I believe, oh wait, no, Olympics is until 2028, right?
Yes.
So we got time.
Yep. Because I always remember that clip of Ant and Book celebrating after they won it, and they're like,
"Oh yeah,
run it back in 2028."
Yeah,
Book.
Well, we do got the World Cup this year.
We do have the World Cup
in
this
2026.
year. Yeah.
And
are tickets out for that?
The lottery system just opened up for Seattle, or for all of them, I think.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, if you want to go get a lottery ticket for the World Cup 2026.
Lottery ticket for the World Cup.
There will be a minimum 2 games played in Seattle, I believe. Yeah, I'm supposed to have a ticket to that through my work, but we'll see what happens.
If you guys have any connections, let me and Matt know.
Yes.
Please.
Yes, please do. We would love to. We will. Yes. We will rep whatever jersey you tell us to if that happens. Well, yeah, whatever. Yeah, we'll gladly go.
Also, just because we're off of NBA right now, I'm just looking at the Ryder Cup stuff, and I saw my boy Morikawa is over there for
Morikawa.
Team USA. Yes, sir. There we go.
That doesn't sound United States of America to me.
I was looking at the roster and everything.
Flash your Michelob. I think Michelob's one of the sponsors.
It is?
Yeah.
Ryder Cup.
USA.
Come on now.
Obviously, America's going to win.
What day does that start?
Thursday.
Nice.
Okay. Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Nice.
Well, Thursday is the opening. Thursday is the little parade thing they have, the ceremony, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the actual play
in Farmingdale. I'm assuming that's New York. NY. Bethpage Black Horse. I don't fucking know.
You don't know golf.
No, I don't. But everyone,
I know a little bit of golf. But
everyone tap in. Let's go. Anyways,
half of this shit's gonna go.
Yeah,
we're gonna delete half this shit.
Yeah,
let's be honest here.
Anyways, back to the NBA. So we're done talking about the All-Star game. That kind of wraps up off-season talk, NBA rules talk. We want to finish off today's episode. Matt and I just kind of want to talk to you guys so you guys can expect it, just so you guys are tracking. Every season we want to be improving. We want to be implementing new things because we really do enjoy this a lot. And we always have new ideas, new things we want to add. And I feel like it's best to start them at the start of the new season to make sure they're consistent. So we're going to just go over a couple of things that we're going to be adding for you guys. Matt, where do you want to start? What we should talk about first?
We'll start at the top of the list here. We're obviously trying to grow this podcast. We're doing this for us, but we also want to make this about you guys. So we really want to get opinions of what people want to hear out there, what you hear from other podcasts. We do our due diligence and trying to listen to other basketball podcasts, other sports podcasts, and trying to get an idea of what's successful and stuff like that. But ultimately, we want to make this a basketball podcast focused ideally for people in the Pacific Northwest, people in Seattle. So we have ideas of possibly trying to look into getting some high school tournaments this coming winter.
Yes, sir.
And trying to get into the local basketball scene a little bit as well. We've had some great guys like our boy Petty coming out of
Petty.
Yeah,
Rainier Beach,
and he's been a very hot topic that we talked to our boy Alexiano about a little bit, who is now committed to where do you recommit to? He was New Mexico, Stanford, down somewhere else. But yeah, anyways, huge.
Remember Texas
Tech. Yep. Red Raider. And anyways, but moving on, we're going to be on YouTube officially. So we'll be on 3 different platforms. We have, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, whatever you prefer going on. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe on either one. And we'll be getting more episodes and edited and loaded. And then hit the comment section. Let us know what you want to hear. Let us know. There's that. Danny, what's next?
Well, first off, we'll go to the next one. When we're talking about the high school basketball, there's a very prominent Metro League tournament that goes on MLK weekend.
Well, yeah.
And we're planning on being there.
Yeah.
It's all the Metro teams. So it's like, Beach, Garfield, you got O'Dea, you got all these top schools just battling out.
Hopefully we can talk to our boy Jamal, JC.
Yep.
I know you've talked to him before, but that would be obviously number one accomplishment is to get him on this podcast.
Yeah.
Even if we can just have a few minutes with him during the tournament or something, but we'll see.
Looking ahead to crossover next summer.
Crossover.
That would be sick if we could have some type of presence at the crossover.
Yeah, some media. I know he doesn't really do any like media in there.
I don't think so.
But local podcasters are trying to just get their head down.
Yeah, we're just trying to, he's for the community.
Yeah, we'll talk with him.
Yeah, I can tell him I've watched his team play. There's some good good ballers. Yeah, they're dogs. Anyways, on to the next thing. Consistency. I think consistency is key. We want to have a consistent schedule for you all, just so you can expect, when we're going to be dropping episodes, rather than kind of having it be all over the place. I think our schedule, what we're trying to record on Tuesdays and release on Thursdays.
Yep.
So then you guys know, whether it's every Thursday, every other Thursday, whatever it may be.
Possibly Fridays
or Fridays.
YouTube throws a little bit more editing into it. So probably Fridays.
There we go. All right.
Friday mornings.
Yep. So Tuesdays we'll be recording. And we're going to want to be more live streams too.
Yeah. Obviously we're live streaming this right now. So I think what our planning to do is we're going to make a calendar every month and let you know which episodes we're going to be recording on which days. So that way you can look forward. You can find us on Twitch. Our Twitch is DGen Sports 2K on Twitch. YouTube, YouTube, Big Shot DGens, obviously. Instagram, DGen Sports or Big Shot DGens as well. TikTok, DGen Sports. Everything. Everything's in our link, in our bio, and everything like that. But anyways, consistency, we're going to post before the start of every month on which days we're going to be recording, so you can either tune in to that or not. And look forward to the next episodes.
You can put down your calendar, make yourself a little reminder.
Maybe I'll get a little calendar link set up that we can share so you can know.
Yep.
It'd be kind of a sick idea.
October 21st. It's a Tuesday.
That is our first
live stream we'll be doing.
First real live stream. That's not just episode. We're just going to be watching ball and pretty much commentating on the game, baby.
Yep.
It's going to be huge. First day of NBA. Obviously we have our dogs, the Oklahoma City Thunder, your reigning champs, versus the new look Houston Rockets with Kevin Durant. No Fred VanVleet, sadly.
Crazy. And then I think we cap it off with the Lakers Warriors.
Yeah.
Which will be another interesting
Luka
one.
Steph or LeBron Steph, Luka Kuminga.
Yeah, there's
Wiggins. No, Wiggins is gone.
Wiggins, Miami.
Luka and
it's gonna be Luka, DA, Braun. Yeah, it's gonna Luka. Yeah.
Braun, Steph, Luka Bajemski.
Jimmy B.
Oh yeah, Jimmy B. Oh my God, I'm so stupid.
Yeah.
Why did I forget
so
about
it'll
Jimmy
be, it'll be Jimmy B. It'll be a good battle for sure. And it's opening night, so everyone's gonna be hyped.
Fun.
Yeah. So we'll be recording for that. I will be leaving work early that day. So
same.
If my manager is hearing, first off, shout out, thank you for listening, because I've asked you to listen. And also October 21st, I might be leaving a little early. Thank you very much.
If my manager's listening, I'm not getting off early. Also, you can just call me and I'll be on.
But not after 4:30, because we got a game at 4:30.
Exactly.
Thank you very much. All right. Next thing we're going to try to do is we're currently working on kind of logistics of it, but we want to implement a system, kind of like a subscription system, where we're going to have kind of like bonus content, extra stuff. You want to talk a little bit about that more?
Yeah. We're starting on Patreon for now.
Patreon.
We're going to start on Patreon. We're going to open up our own Patreon account. And we have a few ideas of our own. We're talking about bonus content. One of the biggest ideas we have is we've had some people ask about fantasy. So we're going to give you some fantasy insights on fantasy basketball. and what you can do. Me and Denny are in a league together, in a keepers league.
We got you guys.
And Anthony, do you no? Who's your camp? Oh my God, are you gonna announce right now on the podcast who your keeper is?
Yeah, so we get 2 keepers in this league. I was a little bit back and forth on my first keeper for a little bit of the season last year, but ultimately, my first keeper is going to be Luka Doncic, and then and then my second keeper, because I actually picked him up off of waivers, and I think it's going to be the 12th round pick, is going to be the new point guard for the Houston Rockets. That's Amen Thompson.
I love it. I do love it.
Yep.
I've not decided who I'm keeping yet.
Sorry, Michael.
I'm not announcing my keepers yet because I have no fucking idea. It's between Donovan, AD.
I know you have some good ones.
Yeah,
you have some good ones to decide between.
Yeah, but I kind of want mine. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out. Anyways, bonus content, like we do some in-depth stuff on keepers. Who you think you should have for your fantasy basketball, whether you're a points-based league or whether you are a categories-based league. We got all the stats right here for you. We're going to give you guys a little deep dive on that. Best way to wire pickups, who we think you should be going for. So there's that. We also have some ideas of doing a little behind the scenes stuff, some extra content. And then a big thing that we want to try to start launching this year is we want to get more people on the mic with us. We do more interviews. We've gone with our guy, Alex Yano, twice. But if anybody watching has any connections to any basketball presidents, either in college, pro, local, we'd love to talk to them. We'd love to get an episode with them and talk to them. So anything works.
Yeah, just kind of help, increase exposure for both whoever that person is and us,
Their brand and ours.
Yeah, we really appreciate having Yano on. And I know he's got a really big kind of like following. And a lot of people, I think, tuned in and kind of saw what we were doing because he was also reposting it, on his socials. And so kind of being able to work together, expanding both brands and everything like that is huge. So we'll start with anyone, any type of connections, just to be here to talk about, NBA, talk about their experience. Our experience is huge for us.
Yeah. We want to get as much as we can. We want to grow. So that's the ideas we have right now for the subscription based part that we're going to have a Patreon launching probably by the first game, is what our goal is. We'll have more information coming up on the next preseason episode and what we do there, but it will be on Patreon. We'll get the link in here so you can start following us on Patreon for free. But more importantly, please comment in this episode, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or just email us at dgensports@gmail.com, or just text me or Denny if you know us, or just hit us up on Instagram. And we want to know what you guys would pay for, because obviously we're not just we don't want to pay for shitty services. Yep. So give us some ideas of what you would like to listen to for a subscription-based podcast.
Maybe even throw in some bloopers in there.
Yeah, well, we got a lot of bloopers we could throw in. We got a lot of bloopers we could throw in. So
if you know us, you know that bloopers are included. So we'll get some bloopers in there.
Yeah, but please comment, text us, let us know what you guys would like, because we don't want to just be giving out shitty content if what we think is good versus what people actually want. So
yeah, you guys give us a different perspective, from kind of like the general public, what you guys want to hear. And in today's world, everyone listens to podcasts, whatever topic,
it's not going away.
No, it's not going away. It's probably increasing. And so we want to be able to cater to you guys and talk about things you guys want to hear about. So you guys are looking forward to, every episode. Like we said, it'll be, every Friday coming out. Sounds like a great way to start a weekend. Friday at work, you're listening to the pod episode, and then starting your weekend. So whatever content you guys want, please send us our way.
Yes, sir. And anything else we want to talk about?
Yeah, I think another thing is we're going to work on having some consistent segments in our episodes. I know last year, we tried to implement them. We had a couple of Denny's dunks, Matt's stats, but they were pretty on and off. And we want to make sure we're having consistent segments that you guys are going to be looking forward to. It's going to be stuff, you guys want to hear us talk about. So we'll be talking about those things, kind of brainstorming some segments to have them consistently dropped.
Yes, sir. We will. We have a few ideas already. I'm thinking about doing Matt's stats, my little stat corner where I give you the most important stats from the week or last couple of weeks, whatever that is. But yet again, I'm just gonna put in the description of this episode just our email, and I'm also gonna throw it just in the Q&A. Just give us ideas you like, what you want to see, what you've liked in the past, what you want to see in the future, what you have not seen from us, all the above. This is going to be a huge kind of like kickoff Q&A for the season. We want to go big this year. So let's make it happen.
Yep. This is season 3. You know, we've been learning a lot, and now it's time to kick into full gear. So
yes, sir.
But it won't happen without you guys. We really need you guys' support, suggestions, whatever it may be. So please send it our way. We're ready to rock and roll.
Yes, sir. And with that,
I think we'll be back in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
We'll be doing preseason predictions segment we've done past 2 years. We'll go over preseason rankings. We'll pick our preseason awards. And then I think at that point, the following, or maybe 2 weeks after, will be opening night. So jam-packed. We're approaching tip-off, and we cannot be more excited right now. Like we said, great time of the year right now. Things are rolling, and we're ready to rock and roll.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm excited for basketball. Kind of been in football mode the last few weeks, but it's got me excited seeing all the NFL the NFL and the NBA coming to prime this year.
Yes,
I'm super excited for.
Yeah.
And another thing of we trying just to get basketball back to Seattle, Prime, Amazon Web Services. We know a couple people that work at Amazon. Not to publicize anything, but we're in the heart of the city of where Prime is going to be. So we're really excited to see what happens here.
Maybe someone will run to Silverman again, and what up, Jeff? All right. Anyways, please comment, like, subscribe, let us know what you guys want us to hear about, and we will get that content ready for y'all.
And with that, bank is closed. Thanks for listening.
Until next time.
Peace.